The death toll is rising from a string of terror attacks Sunday in Russia's southern Dagestan province. Authorities there say at least 20 people are dead after gunmen opened fire on synagogues and churches in two cities, as well as a police traffic stop. It comes just a month after a devastating terror attack near Moscow claimed by the ISIS affiliate ISIS-K. Now, praise has emerged on a Telegram channel used by that group, but so far there's been no claim of responsibility. CNN's Claire Sebastian has reported extensively from Russia, and she's following developments from London for us. Claire, obviously an investigation into what authorities are saying was clearly a coordinated attack, two churches, two synagogues, two separate cities, and a lot of questions about the ability for the Russian government to intercept these kind of attacks and the planning of these attacks.
Yeah, I think that's the key question that's coming out of this, certainly for the Russian people, Eleni, is how did this happen again, just 3 months after the deadliest terror attack that Russia had seen in 2 decades at the Crocus City Concert Hall in Moscow. Now, look, we don't, as you say, have a claim of responsibility as of yet, unlike what happened with that attack in Moscow, where ISIS-K came out pretty quickly after it had happened and claimed responsibility. Now all we have, as you say, is this sort of note of praise from a Russian language Telegram channel used by ISIS-K, where they say our brothers from the Caucasus showed that they are still strong. This is some way off an actual claim of responsibility. So there are still a lot of questions surrounding who could have been behind what the authorities say are coordinated attacks. So they are still piecing together what happened. But here's what we know so far about how it unfolded. Shattering the calm of a summer evening. Russian authorities say these were coordinated attacks, simultaneously targeting both Dagestan's capital, Makhachkala, and Derbent, an ancient city more than 100 kilometers away. There, attackers fired on this synagogue just 40 minutes before evening prayers, says the Russian Jewish Congress, setting it on fire. As police confronted attackers, 19 people locked themselves in this church in Makhachkala, according to state media. They were later brought to safety. Around 6 o'clock or 10 past 6, they were already shooting heavily, says this eyewitness speaking to Russian state TV. They killed our Misha, our security guard.
The relevant services and law enforcement agencies worked quickly, but unfortunately there were losses. We offer our sincere condolences to the families and friends whose sons and brothers died today.
Most of the casualties, police officers, but gruesome details emerged about the murder of an Orthodox priest in Derbent, attackers cutting his throat, according to one local official. The head of the predominantly Muslim republic said this was an attempt to destabilize the region, hinting at foreign influence.
Further operative search and investigative measures will be carried out until all participants of the sleeper cells are identified, which undoubtedly include some that were organised from abroad.
The attack, which Russia is investigating as terrorism, comes just 3 months after the deadliest terror attack in Russia in 2 decades. More than 140 people killed at a Moscow concert hall. Russia's president then laid the blame on the West and Ukraine, despite a claim of responsibility from ISIS-K, the Islamic State's regional branch in Afghanistan. Ethnic tensions also a key focus in Dagestan, a region with an ancient Jewish population. In late October, an anti-Jewish mob stormed the main airport in Dagestan's capital as a flight landed from Tel Aviv. This latest attack raising more serious security questions. Russia, already at war in Ukraine, facing growing threats at home. Well, again, Eleni, there is no official claim from any specific group of responsibility for this attack, but we do know that Dagestan is a region with a long history of Islamic insurgency, one that Putin had promised to crack down on when he first came to power. In 2000, there was even a connection to the Crocus City Hall attack in Moscow in March. A few weeks later, the FSB claimed to have disrupted a terror cell in Dagestan, which they say had armed and funded the perpetrators of the Crocus City Hall attack. There was also, of course, in 2013, the connection to the Boston Marathon bombers in the United States. So, look, this is obviously a shock to the Russian people coming so soon after another major terror attack, but it is in a region that is no stranger to violence.
Claire Sebastian for us there. Thank you.